All right, so welcome everybody. It's already 7 o'clock, and I'm trying to send an invitation to everyone, remind everyone to join the live right now. So thank you for joining in. The chat box is open. You can use the box at any time. You can send in messages, and I can see it. So you know why you're here, but if you do not know, we're yet to talk about Fragvest, and I don't know what stage you are at right now. I don't know if you are a first time investor, or if you just want to know more, like, or if you're just doing your research, trying to get more information, trying to trying to um know what you're getting into. Whatever stage you are, you're welcome. You're welcome today. I can see you, and I'm grateful that you are able to join us today. We're just going to wait a few minutes just so that other people are able to join us. Just a few minutes so that we give opportunity to other people to join us. So my name is Martha, and um, I am your host for today's webinar. But subsequently, I other days I'm like the product manager at Fragvest. But I want to know if you can hear me, please. I want to be sure that I'm not speaking to myself. So if you can hear me, just drop a comment in the comment section letting me know that you can hear me, please. All right, more people are joining. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Fragvest. I don't know, as I was saying, I don't know what stage you are at currently. I don't know if you are a first time investor, if you're hearing about Fragvest for the very first time, if you have maybe purchased a frag or the other, maybe in one of our properties that we currently have, but you want more information. And that is why we prepared this webinar, just in case there are any gray areas that you want clarification, that you want more understanding. That is why we created this webinar today. So today we're going to be talking about what happens after you sign up, right? The investment process, how payouts work, and most importantly, we'll be having a Q&A section where you are going to be given an opportunity to ask questions, right? So just get ready your question. Thank you very much, Samson. You see, when you drop a comment, it just encourages me, right? So if you are following throughout this meeting, just make sure that you drop a comment, make sure you just follow through. So now, what is Fragvest? If you're hearing about Fragvest for the first time, or I don't know the level at which you are right now, I want to start from the very beginning and introduce Fragvest to you. So Fragvest offers accessible real estate co-ownership opportunity for everyone, regardless of your income level. So whenever I am poised with this question and someone asks me, what is Fragvest? Apart from the fact that we are a prop tech company, I keep that aside and I look at you and I'm like, what stage are you at right now in your life? So Fragvest is there to offer you an opportunity to co-own properties and make profit and make investments, like, and get a return on investment for yourself. So we are a digital investment platform that lets you own real estate in fragments, start investing with as low as 20,000 naira, and we have projects like the Rock Apartments. We have um we have the specialized apartments. We have apartments currently on the Fragvest application. You earn from rental yield, property appreciation, and bonuses. Now, this is the perfect picture to use to describe what Fragvest is. And if I'm going to be, if someone say, explain Fragvest to me like I'm a 4-year-old, this is how I'll explain it to that person. So I'll tell the person, imagine a pie, imagine a pizza, and you are going to share this pizza with 5 or 10 people. How are you going to share it? That's basically what Fragvest is about. So we are making this accessible in that if this pizza is still whole, we're making this, like, if this pizza is still whole, there is no way that 6 people will share it. Like, there's no way 6 people, it's going to be a tug of war. So what happens is that there is a knife that will be used to divide into fragments, allowing multiple people to own a piece of this pizza. So that's basically what we are doing. Yes, real estate is very expensive. How much is it now to own a piece, if you want to own a piece of real estate, even in the most obscure places, like places like Ibadan, or places like obscure places like villages in Anambra or anywhere? How much does it even take to own that, to say you want to own real estate in those kind of places? Now, what of if you are given an opportunity to co-own? That is, there are other people that have interests just like you are. There are other people that are wanting to build something for themselves just like you are. And we now say, can these people come together, right? Can these people come together and decide that they would co-own this property? Can they come together and decide that Okay, I will take a slice, you will take a slice, and all of us will have a slice of this property. So that's basically what we do at Fragvest. And it's very easy, right, to get started. So if you're here, you've not gotten started, what you have to do first of all is to create accounts. Create an account is the first step. You have to download the Fragvest app. Secondly, you complete your profile and all of the verification processes. This is to ensure that your information is secure and accurate. Then the next step is you're going to explore investment opportunities that align with your goal, right? Even on the Fragvest app, you can decide that, oh, I want to own several property, right? You want to own several pieces of all the property on the platform there. And the next thing is that you fund your wallet, finalize your investment, and start your journey. Now, the best thing about, whenever I think about Fragvest, the best thing that comes to my mind, the most interesting thing that comes to my mind is investing in fractional real estate can increase your portfolio diversification significantly. So I don't know if you have ever had the opportunity to listen to investors, like listen to people that are known to be investors that invest a whole lot of money into businesses or even real estate. One thing they talk about is diversification of portfolio. It's not just diversifying the portfolio, you're diversifying your income stream, you're diversifying your risk. There's a lot of things involved and a lot of benefits in diversification of your portfolio. Now let us go back to owning a piece of property, maybe in an obscure area, right? And 5 years, 6 years, development is not getting to that area, and instead of the price of the property to be appreciating, it is depreciating because there's no value in it at that moment, right? Now, maybe you did that out of goodwill. Now imagine you have another property, let's say in Lekki, that you know that, you see, as bad as e bad, how the economy one day, or how anything one day, I am sure that I'm going to be getting a return on investment every month. Like, there's certainty in that. And that's something that comes with diversification of portfolio. If you put all your eggs in one basket, when scorpions or snakes come and they swallow all the egg, you'll be left with nothing. But when you put one at that area, put one at the other area, put everything, like diversify it, put it everywhere, if they take one, you know that you still have one that is very, very available to you and accessible to you. So that's what diversification of portfolio actually gives to you. Now, it is one of the best, smart investors, like it is one of the best approach to investing. Now, investing in a property, example the rock apartment, right? Right now we have the rock apartment that we can use as our ideal example for this presentation. Each frag is a unit of ownership. Right now the purchasing window is low, and now let us even talk about it. When you own the property, once you've invested, what next? Okay, what next? You are going to be given a certificate of ownership. A certificate of ownership is going to be generated to signify that you are a co-owner of this property, that you are a co-owner of this property. That is, a certificate is issued in your name, and apart from that you have access to all of the property materials, like all of the property documents. This is a very transparent process. Now, what you own, you see, is good to think about it futuristically, and even as you think about it in the present. Now, what you own real estate equity. You own a share of something big. And you know what they say about owning a share? We know what they say about it. It appreciates. The value of the share that you have now is going to most certainly appreciate. Now, you share in the rental yield. Okay, when you co-own with other like-minded people, because what we do at the end of the day is to bring like-minded people together, people that are early starters, like people that are still professionals, people that are still starting up in their career, and we bring them together, you are going to be having exclusive opportunity with an exclusive community with other investors. Now, apart from the share in rental yield, you have the eligibility to resell property, like for resale profit when a property is sold. Are you seeing that the benefits are enormous? Now, let us talk about the payout system. We have three major ways that investors earn on Fragvest. Number one, the rental income, which is usually done monthly or annually. We have the capital appreciation. This is the final returns are paid at property resale. Now, um, for example, now let's say um what am I saying? For example, we have a practical example at our doorstep, the rock apartment. So last year we were shouting, get the rock apartment, get the rock apartment, get the rock apartment at 18,800 naira. That was the price as at that time. But right now, the rock apartment is at what? The rock apartment is at 24,612 naira. That is to show you appreciation. That is what we call the value appreciation. So the price that it was at last year is not the price that it is right now. And what I am hearing, because we have a team of valuators, right? They come and they value this property. And what I'm hearing right now is that this property has the potential of even appreciating before the year runs out. And what does this tell you? It tells you that this particular property that we are talking about, which is the rock apartment, is a very valuable property, right? It is a very valuable piece of property if it is undergoing two appreciation in a year, two times, because appreciation usually just happen once in a year sometimes. But if it's going to be happening twice a year, it will show you that the level of development that is ongoing in that place is quite impressive as we speak. So if you are here and you're listening to this, I just want you to know that this is value right in front of you, right? And this is what we're talking about. We'll get to that. And again, you can make money from bonuses and referrals. And we have a lot of loyalty campaign that we run at Fragment, because in fact, you are special to us, and of course we have to treat you specially. For example, right now we have like the Frag story campaign that is going to be ongoing very soon. And what does that require? It just requires you to tell your Fragvest story, and you are going to be winning frags. Like you're going to be, so these are different ways that you can earn from the community one, and also from the investments that you have made. So how is this payment going to be made to you? It's going to be made directly into your Fragvest wallet, and you can withdraw at any time from your bank account. But I want to say something very briefly. What do we do at Fragvest? What do we do? Why are we there? Right? Basically, what we do is to manage your investment. What we do is to manage your investment. Okay? We are the backbone that sits behind and make sure that your investment is properly, duly managed. So when we get Ada from there, we get um Ola from the other side, we get um Alhaji Musa from the other side, and we get all of these people together. What do we do apart from managing our community? We manage your investments, right? We make sure that this property that you have bought is working. People are renting it. Like for the rock apartments now, we have like an estimation, like for 18 days in a month, we have to make sure that people are in that apartment, like people are renting the rock apartment, people are coming into the rock apartment, people are living, people are renting it for a month, people are renting it for a year, people are renting for 3 years. Yes, because of where the rock apartment is currently situated. It's situated in an highbrow area. There are people that fly into the country, and they fly out. They want to be around for 3 months, and they are going to be looking for short-let apartments to be at. Yeah, and that's where the rock apartments come. And this is our target. All of these individuals, when they come and they stay in the rock apartments, this is our work. We are making sure that that place is busy and your money is working. Your money is not just going to be sitting down in one locality somewhere in obscure areas of the world. No, that's not what we're doing. Your money is making your money is multiplying, like it's working. Let me not use the word multiplication. Your money is working for you, and at the end of every month you are going to be making something, like you're going to be making money. This money generated from this rental yield will be divided amongst the it will be divided amongst the co-owners, the investors, the people that own the property, and this is what we are going to be making sure that is done for you. Now, that said, you just have to see the bigger picture, right? This is just, if you ask me, I would say the rental yield is just the tip of the iceberg. The rental yield is the tip of the iceberg, because there is something we call the capital appreciation. Because every year, I've told you how our valuation works. This the value of this property is increasing, right? And aside the fact that you own this property for the rest of your life, you have a certificate to show for it till you decide to sell your, like, the pieces that you own, till you decide to sell it. You own this thing for life. This is something you can pass on to your generation, honestly, if you decide to keep it for that long. If not, think about the capital appreciation. The price that it was at just January is not the price that we are talking about it right now. Do you get? It's not the price that we are discussing right now. Imagine what will happen in 3 years time, right? So these are, it's just, we have not even scratched the surface of what we are talking about right now. So this is like a graphical representation of the return on investment analysis, because this is not what we are going to be discussing about today. I'm just going to do a brief overview and show you how the calculations are done. Maybe you can screen grab and do your calculation depending on the piece of property that you have interest on or you want to get. But if you want us, right, if you want us to have a section on this where we talk about investment, return on investment for each number of frags that you get, please just comment on the comment section, right? So that we do this, we can have these sections like weekly, we can have it twice a month, and we can talk about all of these topics that interest you, things that you want to know about Fragvest. So if you think that we should have another session where we talk about this in depthly, you can signify. So the next thing is, let us talk about this thing practically. We have the rock apartment, which is our which is currently the best selling um, piece of property that we have right now on our platform, right? The rock apartment is located at Freedom Way, Lekki. Now, I don't know if you've journeyed around or across that area, you are going to see that this is a piece of art. This is a magnificent building, right? And this is practically an opportunity that doesn't come every day. Do you know what it means to own a piece of property in an highbrow area like that? This is an opportunity that do not come every day. The current value of the rock apartment is 246,120,000 naira, like 246 million. This is something that is not obtainable every day. A young Nigeria cannot might not let me not say cannot, but might not be able to afford all of this money, right? Now we are giving you the opportunity to own a frag of this property, and you are owning it at just 24,612 naira, because we are dividing it into 10,000 frags. And this is just the list. When people talk about frag, I want to let them know that this is the list. Oh, this is the list that you can actually own. You can own, this is just a piece. You can decide to own 10 frags, 20 frags, 30 frags, like depending. As you make money, you put it, you buy, you invest, you lock your funds in. Now, the expected rental income is 18 days in a month. As I always say, that this is just us trying to be trying to like, this is just us just being reserved about this. We know that with the location this is locate like location the rock apartment is at right now, this we are certain that the occupancy rate is going to be high, and at a daily rate of 150,000 naira per day, that's what people are renting it. So in a month is going to be 2.7 million, and this money is going to be distributed among the investors. So as I said, we are not going to be going deep. In fact, we had this section sometimes last month where we sat down on a Twitter space and we did mathematics, correct mathematics, and um we walk through all of this. But if you want us to have another section where we talk about this very in-depthly, you can just leave a comment in the comment section and we'll get to it. Now, I just want to show a real example of appreciation right before our eyes. A real example of appreciation right before our eyes. Look at gold. As of 2000, gold was just $300. Imagine how much it was before that 2000, maybe in the 1990s. But people will not own it. They will say, I'm not sure. Are you sure this thing have value? These are the kind of questions people will be asking. Are you certain there's value in this gold? These are the kind of questions they'll be asking. Are you certain I'm going to make any money? But how much is gold right now? That's just a piece of gold. How much is it right now? Let us even talk about crypto. There was a man that exchanged his crypto for pizza several years ago, as at 2003. He did that. Do you know how much just one bitcoin, how much it is right now? The last time I checked, it was 110 $110,000, like $100,000. That's what one bitcoin was what. And this is it. When things of value come to your doorstep like this, you do not wave it aside. You do not say this is not valuable. You do not ask questions. Like, yes, it's good to ask questions to understand exactly what you're doing and how it works, because of course there are a lot of people that have come and gone. All right, there are a lot of people that have come and gone, so it's important to ask questions. But what I'm trying to say is that you do not let proven opportunity like this pass you by, because our system here at Fragvest is proven. It's proven, right? You do not let proven opportunities like this pass you by. You start building your portfolio and start investing. I want to say that there's something that makes Fragvest different, and it is the ultra low entry threshold. Like, it is affordable for anyone everywhere with as little as 24,000 naira, even 4,000 naira, even 4,000 naira on our platform. You can begin owning real estate, right? You can begin owning real estate. And this is not just a piece of land. You can own a land and a house on the land. This is something that might take you a very long time to achieve, but we are making it achievable here for you. Secondly, the verified projects. You can go to any of our locations right now, and you can go to any of our locations where this property are situated, and you can ask questions, and they'll tell you that yes, this property has been allocated to Fragvest, right? Number three, transparent returns and reporting. Like, right before your eyes, we are breaking down these systems, right? We are asking, okay, um, we are asking, like, right before your eyes, we are asking, how is return calculated, right? You are seeing how the return on investment is being calculated. Number four, community focused approach. It is, as I mentioned earlier, it is not just about one person getting this thing done, because ordinarily on my own I cannot even walk into that location. I cannot even walk into that place and say, what is happening here? I like this house. I want to even come and do viewing. But as a community, we can come together and we can walk into these properties and we own it. So they'll ask questions. um are you, who are you, why are you here? You bring out your certificate and say, I am a co-owner with Fragvest, and that is it. Now this is lastly, flexible exit and resale strategy. Right now we are building our self frag structure, and the beautiful thing about this is that at any time, maybe when you have incurred um a lot of return on investment, or the value of the property have appreciated, you can decide that you want to sell this property, right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you can say you want to sell the piece that you currently have. You can resell it, and you are going to be making, because of the appreciation value, you're going to be making times 10 of the money you have put into it. So this is just like a walkthrough, like from signing up to payouts. This is what happens. This is the transparent process that happens once you sign up on Fragvest. You make a decision. Oh, I want to get this particular property. I want to get the rock apartment, for example. From there, the next thing right before your eyes is what? You begin to make money, right? Monthly, yearly, depending on the plan that you choose, you are making a return on investment. A return on investment. So I don't know if you're here and you have any question. I would like us to take question. This section is just supposed to be a 30-minute section, but we can have an extra 10 minutes. Okay, let us take question. If there's anything that's ever confused you before, since you started what since you started at Fragvest, if there's any question you have, just ask right now, and we'll, we'll be there. We'll answer you. If you have any question, okay, go ahead, Samson. Sorry, I don't think I can give you the microphone to talk. Okay, you can ask your question. Just type your question there. I don't think I can give um anybody like an opportunity to talk, but I can read your question and I will answer it. Go ahead and ask your question, please. You can type in your question if you have a question. Great question. So Samson is asking, imagine the app goes down. Is there a physical location one can claim ownership aside the online alone? Yes, and yes, and yes. So at Fragvest, we have a physical location that you can walk into anytime, right? It is located at 112A Dolphin Estate. Yes, at Ikoyi. You can walk in at any time and ask questions. So yes, we have a physical location that you can um be accountable to. And aside from that, you know the humans of Fragvest, right? You know the human beings behind Fragvest. You know our COO, you know our founder, you know our community manager Ewatomi, you know some of our customer support representatives. You can always reach out to them at any time. Okay, if you are looking for, maybe you want to visit the Rock apartment, or you want to visit the office, and you you need directions. Yes, we have a physical location, and we have human beings, we have real people, right? We have real people, flesh and blood, and very soon we're going to be having a lot of physical investment, physical meetup, right? Because we want the investors to be able to come and see their property. For example, the property we have at Rock apartment, very soon, just keep your eyes peeled, there's going to be an opportunity to come and take a look and take a peep at the Rock apartment to see the property for yourself. Great question. So the next question here is, I want to know how safe the investment is the investor fund. This is a very beautiful question, right? When you put in money, you have to be sure that your money is safe, right? And that is why we have the STL trustees. The STL trustees are people that manage the funds, the investors fund. Like your fund right now, it is properly management by a group of trustees, right? And this investment is in their hands, and they are keeping direct, they are following Fragvest, right? They are keeping a direct score on everything that is happening. So yes, this is a very good question. So we have a lot of partners that we work with. Fragvest is not just working independently. We have people, we have regulations, right? People that are regulating our activities. So we are registered. So you can be rest assured that your funds is being managed properly, and it is used for what it is said to be used for, which is the procurement of this property. And also, at the other end, we are there managing your investment for you, because it's your money, you own it, you own the property. Yeah. So finally, if there are no other questions, I just want to say that um when we talk about Fragvest, we should have a long-term approach to investment. We should have a long-term um okay, all right. So there are more questions coming. There are more questions coming in. Yeah, thank you for your questions. So um we've said that for the return on investment, we have a section where we spoke about this in depthly. We had a section where we spoke about, we did the maths involved, and broke down each investment and the return on the investment. That's basically not why we are here right now. So if you would like us to have a section on that, just comment, and we'll have a section on that next time. But the estimated return on investment, if you buy a frag of 24,000 naira for a period of time, for a period of 1 year. So there's a mathematics involved in it, and I'm just going to take you to that place. So you are going to do a calculation on the net rental income divided by the total property cost, equal to the rental, that will be the rental yield, and your return is going to be calculated as rental yield times your percentage ownership. So if you own a frag at um 24,612 naira. That means right now you are owning 0.001 percentage. That's your percentage ownership. And when you do all of these maths involved, every month you're going to be making 270 naira on your investment, and in a year you're going to be making like 300 3,000 on your investment as a return on investment. And that, as I said before, that is just a tip of how investment is being calculated on Fragvest. That's just like one area of fees, because there's the property appreciation. And I spoke about how Fragvest was just the Rock Apartment was just 18,800 naira beginning of this year, right? And when our valuators, our team of valuators came and they evaluated the property, it appreciated to 24,600 and 12,000 naira. That's why we're having this conversation now. And Intel, our evaluators, we have real Intel telling us that this property is going to be appreciating very soon to over 35,000 naira. This is the foresight that investors have when investing in anything. This is the foresight they have, that this property that I'm investing in currently, it is going to appreciate 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now. Imagine what you're going to be getting in return of investment. um the next question here is, so you mean our investment will be insured? Yes, your investment is insured. Yeah, as I told you that we have partners currently, and we are not just working independently. We have the Stenic Finance, we have the STL trustees, we have our lawyers, we have our we are duly regulated and insured, and um what's the word for it? But yes, everything is being all of our activities are being regulated, and we are following the standard protocol. Now, the transparency, especially when property appreciates, that's a very good question. So very soon, for every investor, you're going to be seeing a calculator. Apart from the calculator, but very soon you're going to be seeing your investments. Like, that's one of the things that we are working on. You are going to be seeing right before your eye how your investment is performing. So in real estate, they call it your real estate performance, like your investment performance. You're going to be seeing in real time how it is performing, how many investors are coming in to the property, and yeah. And again, as I said, there's a community, right? This is not just you doing it independently. So something, you're it's not just you have community, you have group of people that we are we are like-minded, right? And we are trying to build something for ourselves. And every year you are going to be seeing, whenever appreciation happens, you're going to be seeing it right before your very eye, because you're going to have an investor dashboard. The investor dashboard, you'll be seeing everything that as your investment grows, what, like, everything is just going to be before your very eye. And making use of our closed community right now, our investor community, we are going to be making sure that all of these things are right before your eye, and you, on your dashboard, you can see it. So right now we have over 1,000 people, over 1,000 people that have invested in Fragvest, that have seen an opportunity in what we are doing and what we are building. I don't know if you're here, you're watching us for the first time, you're curious about what Fragvest is doing. I'm just saying that this is a community driven approach, and it is, if you are, if you have the foresight, you see that this is a solution to making real estate not only accessible but affordable for young Nigerians. So, if there are no other questions, we'll be ending very soon, so that, yeah. But if you have questions, you can. I have pinned the community here. I've pinned it. You can join the Fragvest. You can join the Fragvest community. We are there to ask you. You can ask any question on the community. We are there to answer you. And I also want to point out that a lot of work is being done, right? And you all are part of this journey. A lot of work is being done to make sure that our platform accommodates our different needs. I just spoke about, something just asked about the transparency. I'm talking about the investor dashboard. These are things that the development team are working on. Very soon you're going to be seeing it before your eye. You're going to be seeing how your investment is performing. So all of these are in works, right? And we're talking about, I know there's something else that was mentioned. All of these things are currently in works, like the selling frags feature, where you can sell your frags. All of these things are in works, right? And very soon, right before your eyes, you're going to see the growth, the trajectory that we are going at. So if you are yet to buy into this vision, this is an opportunity for you to buy into the vision of Fragvest, because we're not joking when we said from payout, like from sign up to payout. And this is what we're trying to make possible for every investor on the Fragvest journey. Yeah. And if you have a story already, we don't mind you sharing it with us and growing already. Thank you very much for joining us this live session. I want to actually confess that this is a test live section, because this is the first time we are actually on YouTube. Whenever we have like a space like this, we usually do it on 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 X, or formerly Twitter. But we just wanted to try out um YouTube, because everybody was asking that we try out something new. And yeah, we just wanted to see if it will work, and that's why we did not really make a lot of noise about it. So subsequently, going forward, we'll be using the YouTube. I believe it was a nice session. If you agree that it was a nice session, just just use the emoji if you agree that it was a nice section. So subsequently, we'll be having other speakers join us, and yeah, we're going to make this a very, as you said, the focus is community, to build a tight knit community, and we are going to achieve that, you and I together. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll be ending this live stream now. Thank you.